Hello fellow beaders. This tutorial is about how to add new thread when your thread is over. When you're making very long necklaces of tubular bead crochet, you may not be able to put on all the beads at the same time and crochet. So sometimes in between you may have to stop and then add more beads onto your thread and then continue to crochet, because it becomes a large mess. See, like I want to show you an example. See, when you want to do very long necklaces, you'll have to put on a lot of beads like this for about say 80 inches or 90 inches of thread, or more than that sometimes, and then it becomes too difficult for us to handle all these beads together along with the thread. So what we should do is we have to we can do it in parts. So you can do half the necklace at one time and another half you can add later on. So this tutorial is about showing you how to add new thread when you're finished with one part or whatever you have threaded on, or in case your thread breaks, or in case you have a wrong bead or something, you may have to break your thread and add a new thread again. So this tutorial is about that. So here you can see this is my starter rope. So this is a 8 bead crochet starter rope, and I've started my new design on this. So here you can see this is the place where I have started. So if you're familiar with my videos, you will know that I use a starter tubes to start my bead crochet tubes, and then when I am ready, I will detach these two pieces together from here. So detailed videos about how to do this are already there on my channel, so please do visit and find out the easiest method to start a bead crochet rope. Okay, so there cannot be anything easier than that and more neat than this. So let's get to what this tutorial is about. So like I told you, now see, the thread is finished. Now it's finishing and I have stopped crocheting here. So please stop crocheting when you have about say 3 inches or 4 inches of thread. So here I have a little bit of thread left and I have stopped here. So what we do is, you see, this is where you have stopped, assuming. Okay, now what you have to do is, do not do anything else but just take off your thread like this. Okay, just take it out like this and keep this tail thread, which we will again have to weave it back inside. So this is the place where you have stopped crocheting. Now that is the same place where we will be adding our new bead also, or the new thread, sorry, if it's the new thread that we are going to add. So this is the new thread that I'm going to add, and you see I have more beads strung on for the same pattern, and I will be adding the new thread here. To add the new thread, see, from the place where you stopped, so this is the place where we stopped, you can see there will be two loops here where I'm pointing out. Not exactly. So let me take this is the other one. Let me take another pin or something and show you. So you see this one, this loop, and the loop behind that. Okay, these two loops. So I'm going to insert my crochet hook into those two loops. And this is the place where we are ready to begin. So this is the tail thread, so just hold the tail thread like that. So these two threads are on your hook now. Now take the new thread. In this thread also leave about 3 or 4 inches of thread. Just hold it in your hand like this and just slip it inside. Just make a slip stitch like this. So now this is the new thread that you have added. So we have forgotten about the other old one and I've added a new one. So to continue, what I should do is I should crochet from the next bead. So this is where we stopped. So to continue, I must start my slip stitches from the next bead here. Okay, at this point you should hold all your tail threads firmly with your hand like this, or you can even put a tape and hold it like that if we need to. So now I'll bring down my beads. And like nothing has ever happened before, so you just continue to do the slip stitches as usual. See here, I have put on the 8 beads now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have made one row. Now we'll continue in a spiral. We'll continue making the stitches, and your new thread is now added. This is the second row. So after I make about 2 or 3 rows, I will go back and secure the tail thread of both the previous thread and of the new thread. So just to make my work a little more firm, so I want to do about 2 rows at least. So I can stop here now. So I'll just stop here now, and I'm just using a safety pin to keep my place. So I want to show you the place where we added the thread. See, this is the place where we added our thread, and all both these tails have to be now woven into our tubes. So to do that, you can thread this onto the needle. So I'll just get a needle for that. I'm taking a big eye needle. So big eye needle is a very convenient needle, but the only drawback is it takes some time for us to open it. So put your needle through, put your thread through the needle, and then you have to weave back this tail, give it a nice pull, and weave back this into the fibers of the thread. Do not pass it through any of the beads, but just pass it through the thread path alone. Okay, like this. Do not pass through the beads, I told you, so you can do it left to right or right to left in any direction. like this. You can go back like this. Okay, so you will make 3 or 4 passes like that, and then we can cut this off. In the same way you will do that with this other tail thread also. You will do the same thing with the other tail thread, and you'll cut it, and once you are done, you will not, your new thread will be securely joined, and you won't be able to see anything there. So thank you so much for watching. So if you want to learn about how to use the starter rope and how to start a new rope with that and how to detach it from each other, please refer to my videos that I have given you in the description box. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your time and your subscription. Please do share and like my video. And if you have friends who would be benefited with my videos, please do share it with them, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Thank you so much. So here you see, when we have threaded back or woven back both the tail threads, you cannot see where the join has been made, and this is how a invisible join will, this is how you add new thread whenever necessary. So thank you so much for watching this. In my next video, I'll be showing you how to make this pattern and how to change from if the pattern calls for only one color bead, how to change it to different colors, etc. I will be covering in the next episode. So catch you there. Until then, happy beading.